Hello.
Hey, there is you.
Everybody, hello.
And you.
There is everybody. How's everybody doing? Good evening.
What's up, chat?
Doing well. I'm doing well.
Yes.
How are you doing?
I'm doing so well.
Good to see you.
I feel like
Good to be back.
I feel like we haven't seen each other in a very long time.
I know. When we do an extra life now for anyone who doesn't know on every Wednesday, myself and Logan, and I have to get out of the habit of turning to my side and saying hi, Yuval.
Yeah.
Because
You almost did that
It's
last
not
stream.
Yuval. Yes, I did. It was very close.
We appreciate everybody joining us tonight.
Welcome.
I spotted someone in our chat that is actually, if I'm allowed to say, a very close relative of mine, and it's actually my nephew.
Welcome.
And I am so stoked that
First time.
my nephew and sister.
First time tuning in.
Yeah, my sister's probably watching with him. And hi, Arit and Daniel. Hi, everybody.
Hi, Tater Tot. Hi, James. Hi, Bruce.
What's up, chat?
How's everybody doing? Everybody have a good week? What games is everybody playing at the moment? What are you playing, Logan?
Today?
Just in general.
Oh, I was like, you that's how we're doing it? Okay.
I think we're blowing out the mics a little bit.
Yeah,
A little
possibly.
bit too hot.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. Yeah, lately I've been playing a lot of Guitar Hero has been a big one for me, and then a playthrough of Pokemon Fire Red. It's been really
Logan,
fun.
I think, doesn't care what he's playing because he has a new chair
Yeah, we can talk about that.
with a comfy back.
Hey.
It's got a back.
Yeah.
First
You can-
chair on the
so
channel
You
with a
can
back.
lean
Thank
back,
you, IKEA.
relax.
Shout out
Thank
IKEA.
you, IKEA.
Swedish engineering done right.
Also, some upgrades to the collection area of the studio, which
Yeah.
I'm hoping we're
Coming
gonna
soon.
do. We're gonna reveal some more of that on the channel.
Coming
Oh, yeah.
soon.
Definitely like and subscribe. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see our upcoming videos. We're definitely going to be making some videos about Yuval's frankly insane collection. You can see a small part of it up here.
This doesn't do it any
next
justice.
next to Logan, but that is really just a fraction. Of what there is to show. So
It's quite the museum. I would
Mhm.
actually put it in a category of almost museum level.
yeah,
By the way, if you see me
Very
with
much
my
so.
arm hanging down, it's not because I have any arm pain. It's because I have my cat here.
it's our co-host.
She's being very demanding
Miss Brandy.
for my attention, and so we're gonna take care of that while we're playing.
Yep,
So
yep.
welcome to Mystery Game Livestream, as the title denotes. And for those of you who are watching this for the first time, you may be wondering, well, what is Mystery Game Livestream? Well, this is something that we have. It's a segment on the channel. Our channel, by the way, is It's Just a Game channel. And we came up with this segment a long time ago where we wanted to basically, in my journey of as being a collector and like discovering games for the first time in many cases, retro games, we decided we wanted to like showcase some of these retro games. I started noticing, wow, this is a game that not only have I not heard of much, if at all, or like other collectors have not heard of it, but just people that grew up playing Nintendo or Sega games or Atari games or whatever may have not heard of this game either. And or it's a game that maybe we should like take a closer look at and play it and showcase it and talk about it, learn about the history of it, and then share it with others, and maybe show it some love. And then we play a sampling of it here. So none of us have really played the game we're going to play tonight, for instance, but we at some point will get a little more familiarity with it, and then at the end of it we'll all give it a rating.
Yep.
And it's kind of a roundtable thing that we do here, as well as with chat, and we'd like to hear your thoughts as well. Sometimes it's a banger. It ends up being like an amazing game that like we just want to continue playing. All of us are
Pulse Man.
selecting. Like Pulse Man, that happened. True story. And sometimes it just ends up being like kind of like, okay, now we understand why this game fell into obscurity.
Roger Rabbit.
Names shall not be mentioned. I still love that.
I'll mention the name. Roger
love that
Rabbit was
game.
so mid.
I love that game. I do. I love the quirkiness. We're talking about Who Framed Roger Rabbit, which we did on the last live stream. We had some technical difficulties with the game too.
Yep.
So
we recovered that in our Extra Life segment. The first Extra Life segment was there just basically so that we could play Roger Rabbit again.
Yeah. So which episode is this?
This of Mystery Game Livestream?
Yeah.
It must be like 15, 16?
I think it's 16.
16?
I think it's 15.
No, I think 15 was Roger Rabbit.
I thought 14
I think-
was Roger Rabbit.
Okay, I could check that.
Does
but
anyone Tater Tot? Do you know? Does anyone know?
Somebody knows. I'm pretty sure it's 16.
We
but
got to start
yeah.
bookmarking these things.
It's
Also-
amazing that we've done that many episodes, though, and each one of these is about an hour long or thereabouts. Tonight is an interesting one, especially because also, as you can see from the background, there's a holiday coming up, which is called Hallows Eve, All Hallows Eve.
All Hallows Eve.
And
I don't know. I never saw it.
I don't know. It's actually a holiday that interestingly, me and Barney never celebrated this holiday when we were growing up. For different reasons, I think. But
I did.
You did.
Logan is our resident Halloween
But,
expert.
you know, my sister who's watching the channel probably can relate, you know, because we were kind of like, we felt deprived that we couldn't celebrate the holiday, and, you know, and we still don't celebrate it per se, but, you know, definitely, you know, I give it a head nod for sure, because it's kind of become a national holiday and just kind of a fun time.
It's a pretty big deal.
It's a fall it kind of marks the fall season, right? Besides Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
it's Halloween, right?
Yeah, I like to watch some scary movies. Also, just want to quickly shout out my wife, who's also in the chat for the first time.
heck
Welcome,
yeah.
No way.
welcome, Alex. I want to say hi. She's normally working when we do these, and because it's a Sunday, we have a slightly different audience. Maybe this is an indicator that we should at least try Sundays again, or like I don't know if we should potentially move to a Sunday night. If
That's a good
if
idea,
That might be, if that might
actually.
be better. Something to think about. But Tater Tot has been on the research trail, and Roger Rabbit was number 15.
Right.
As usual, Yuval is correct on that one. And so this is episode 16, Sweet 16. It's our
Sorry to let you down,
quinceañera.
chat.
Did you get us a BMW?
Well, I couldn't find a BMW game.
You know
In
what-
the color I wanted.
You know I want it in pink, right?
I wanted it in blue.
And I'm not gonna be happy.
You
if
make
get
it even
me,
more difficult,
If
Barney.
you get me a silver BMW, I'm gonna be pretty.
I'm gonna
gonna be
lose my
pretty mad.
mind publicly.
Like, this is the worst day of my life.
Can't believe you've done this.
Ruined my life.
So, thank you, Barney, for that insight.
Sorry, I used to watch a lot of Sweet 16. There was a time in college when I would watch MTV and it would show back to back Pimp My Ride and Sweet 16.
So both are top tier shows.
Top tier garbage shows.
Yeah. Pimp My Ride especially, bro. Oh my
yeah,
god.
Yeah. And I heard since that all of those cars like fell apart a couple of weeks
yeah.
after
Yeah,
filming.
I can imagine. They just kind of
It's like movie
threw
props.
it together, pretty much.
But yes,
So,
classics. Anyway,
Crazy.
Yeah, so yeah, we are doing it on a Sunday, and it's more so because of you having a gig last night, which we can attend to. You
Yep.
can attend to the episode, but also it works out with the holiday because it's closer to Halloween, and more people can come on the chat now. So yeah, that's why we're doing it on a Sunday. There is a spooky theme, but not so spooky. So you'll see. There's some interesting tie-ins with this holiday and this game, which we'll talk about as we start playing it.
and we are still in the middle of our current season, which is movie tie-ins.
Movie tie-ins. So yes. So
with that in mind, does anyone have any guesses? I saw someone guessed Final Fantasy earlier in the chat. That's actually, a very well-known game. Something that we wouldn't typically cover on a show on one of these shows
because it doesn't hit the mark of like being a lesser-known game.
Yeah,
so that's why we didn't choose Final Fantasy or any
exactly.
other well-known game. Like,
Definitely down to play some Final Fantasy at some point, though.
For sure.
I've never.
Which one? The
I've
final one?
The Final Fantasy.
Okay. We have to find out which one. Yeah. So, what do you say? Do we do the reveal of
We have
the game?
a Ghostbusters Bram Stoker's Dracula as a couple of guesses.
I remember, like,
those.
this is fun. It's interesting because when I was at Legacy Games a long time ago and talking to them about the mystery game and about potentially doing a game for Halloween, they actually kind of gave me the idea of like, well, don't do Castlevania or anything like that because everybody knows Castlevania.
Yeah,
that's like a massive franchise, right?
For sure.
So I really kind of looked for something intuitively that would be something that people would less expect.
Yes.
To be any kind
not as strongly Halloween related.
Yeah.
By the way, quick shout out to Legacy Games. We love you guys.
I love you, Legacy.
Go check them out if you've never been. They are out there in Columbia City.
The best retro game store in our region.
Fantastic people. Go check them out. Send them an email. Follow them on socials. All that good stuff. But yeah, James is asking what Castlevania is. He's of course being sarcastic. James is our resident researcher here. Writes a research paper for each game. Oh, I just went to the wrong scene. I'm sorry. We have revealed the game unintentionally. I'm sorry.
I wonder what we're playing.
It's okay. We will get to that time anyway.
Wow, that was spooky.
We are playing Garfield
it's
Caught in the Act, which is a Genesis game.
Mm-hmm.
And also a Sega Game Gear game.
Yep.
And so this
We're
actually
covering both of them.
This actually wasn't a movie per se, but it was definitely a TV show and a comic strip, and
he's had movies.
Mm-hmm. And just as like what I've been doing with all of the movie tie-in games, I went to great lengths to look for an actual VHS that ties into that as well. And do you have a bigger picture of this VHS?
Not the VHS, no, the cartridges.
Okay.
And the
Okay. Yeah, so this is the VHS of one of the Garfields that actually predated this game, and it predated the Sega game. But arguably, these games were based on this character and these comic strips that were well known. There was a Garfield movie, but that came out much later. We're talking
I was going to say, this is a TV?
Yeah, this
series,
is 1990.
Not a movie, but
right. This is basically like 3 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
But the Garfield movie, which is a newer character than what we were showing today, is that was 2004-ish, 2005, in that range. So
voiced by Bill Murray.
Yep.
And there's another reason for the tie-in, with today's show.
There is,
do you want to go over that?
Yeah, actually, really interesting that we found out that the Sega Game Gear version of this game came out before the Genesis one, and that's what the cartridge looks like. And we're actually going to play both of the games tonight, like back to back. So we're going to do part of the Genesis first, even though it came later. We're going to do that one first because that one has the spooky elements. Mm-hmm. And then the game, that's the one we're going to do first, this cartridge here. And then we're going to play the Sega Game Gear version, which is the smaller cartridges. If you remember the Game Gear, it was kind of like a Switch size, a little bit fatter.
Sega's answer to the Game Boy,
basically,
which was a handheld system.
Had a full color screen, and it was
screen.
backlit. It was backlit, but it still wasn't
very powerful system. Wasn't hugely popular. I think mainly because of the battery life.
Horrible battery life.
It had really bad battery life, so it was
didn't do
most
well.
of the time you were tethered to a power supply, which defeats the whole purpose of having a portable system. But
otherwise, it was a superior system, I think.
Yes,
to the Game Boy.
In most ways, a superior system. Maybe perhaps not as many good games. You could argue because the Game Boy library is a lot more filled out.
It didn't have as long of a life, though. That's why.
Yes, exactly.
Sure. But interesting, this cartridge, the original Garfield Cotton Act for the Sega Game Gear came with a comic book a mini comic, which is this here, and you have a picture of that as well, right?
And when was this game released?
1995, on none other than October 31st, 1995, which is Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
So, unbeknownst to us, when we selected this game to play as a tie-in to Halloween and kind of do our Halloween special, this game was actually released on Halloween for some reason.
The Game Gear version, yeah.
Which is really interesting. We don't know much else about it. I think that there was a little bit of a difference in the developers that worked on this game versus the Genesis one. And what we're going to actually talk about is when we show them juxtaposed to each other is the differences in the game play and the game style. It's quite different, actually.
Right. I'm excited to see that for sure.
And so, yeah, my mic is falling. So, yeah, this, I think there was some obscurity about, like, or ambiguity about when the Genesis game was made, I believe. I'm not sure that James could find that information and solidify it for sure,
Okay.
like when that one was released. But Caught in the Act is basically developed by Novo Trade, which is distributed by Sega, and it's for the Genesis and Game Gear. Basically, it's based on the Jim Davis comic strip cat Garfield.
Mm-hmm.
And draws inspiration from the 1984 Davis book Garfield, His 9 Lives. It's also believed that this game is based on Lasagna Zone, which I think that's an episode. Is that correct, James? Yeah, I think you mentioned that. It should be noted that when I was growing up, I had a cat named Garfield.
You did?
I did.
It's important to the plot.
It was a Maine Coon, just like my Brandy. Very similar. Also kind of an orange color, and I remember we were going through something, and I was living overseas, and my dad was going through a divorce, and he ended up with Garfield, and my dad was not a cat person. He wasn't a pet person. But he ended up somehow with Garfield.
Fell in love.
And during this whole divorce that was going on, and he ended up being his best friend. Like,
Mm-hmm.
he used to have
It's
conversations
always the
with
way.
him.
When people are like, I don't like cats, I don't want a cat, and then they end up with a cat,
Yeah.
and then it's over.
My sister probably knows some of that story as well.
They find their way into your heart, and they will not be removed.
For sure, for sure. To this day, that was a special cat for sure. And so, Caught in the Act was just released after a long-running TV show, which was Garfield and Friends, and that was canceled. That show was canceled, and then that's when this game was released a little bit after that.
I remember that show well.
Yep. So, basically, we all know about Garfield and the history of that.
Yeah. He loves lasagna. He loves to sleep. He hates Mondays.
Mm-hmm.
He pretty much hates.
Just like me, for real.
He hates a lot of things. He's a bit of a hater. I think James actually got into a little later in his opinion piece about how Garfield is not a very likable character in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
But I think
He's an anti-hero.
Yeah, I think there's something relatable in that with all of us, where everyone's had one of those days where you feel a bit like a Garfield. You feel a bit
Totally.
a bit grumpy, a bit just like, give me some lasagna in my bed, please. I don't want to deal with today, especially Mondays.
We just spotted
and Garfield's a homegrown Hoosier. I didn't know that.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. From Indiana, which is where we are filming this.
Okay.
Yes,
Right now.
on site at Garfield's house.
Yep. He's
Shout out.
he's asleep right now, though.
Yeah.
He had his lasagna and went to bed.
He's dreading tomorrow.
I used to love Garfield comics growing up. I had a little bit of a collection for a while.
I used to read them in the newspaper.
the original. Mhm.
Like, actually see them in the newspaper.
What's
in
a
the back.
newspaper? You mean like Twitter?
Somebody help Logan with
Yes,
that question.
Twitter. It's like Twitter on paper.
What's paper?
Man.
Oh goodness!
Like an email?
I really am going to turn your camera off if you keep going.
I don't know, man. I'm just
Baby Logan. Over
here to be here, guys.
He's not actually too young to know what newspaper is, but he can pull off pretending.
Also, this is the controller we're using today. This is really
Which,
cool. It's a wireless Genesis controller.
Yeah, which was donated to us by Legacy Games.
Shout out Legacy Games. We love you guys.
We already gave them a little shout out, but yes,
why not again?
We can't see this banner enough. We love them.
We can't shout them out
appreciate
enough. They're great.
Yeah.
I took the time to make this screen, so I like to show it every once in a while.
It's a good looking screen, man.
And then hop back to the wrong screen.
Yes.
Yeah,
Exactly.
accidentally reveal a game.
I think that's the first time that happened.
That is
Yeah,
the
oh,
first.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
the first time I've noticed it
you
happen.
know,
Yeah.
I think we built it up enough, so
It's better than a game going down.
Yeah, it was timing wise, it happened at the right time. It just
It
was
did,
still a surprise.
It did.
But should we hop into some gameplay?
We're gonna hop into some gameplay, and then at some point we're just gonna do a little swaparoo. So Logan will be off camera at that moment just to do a little swap, and we'll do a back-to-back on the game.
Excellent.
And this is Garfield Caught in the Act, the Genesis version.
Genesis.
Oh, that
Can we just
Genesis
appreciate this smooth
sound.
jazz really quick?
Oh, I was like, what's the sound? It's the electricity.
So
Brilliant.
There's a
good.
walking bass, of course.
Oh, this isn't me.
Oh, that's just a little demo. This
Yeah.
I am adoring.
Did it just restart?
the
Okay.
animation so far? Graphics and animation.
On this
is
controller, start is your friend.
top tier.
And the A button. There you go.
All right, health bonus, food, as it typically is. Mallet key.
There's a little comic now that we can read.
This is the end of our broadcast day.
Bark.
That's Odie.
We love Odie.
Yeah.
Ball of joy.
Oh, the TV is broken.
Garfield.
My goodness.
I think there's some plot development here.
All fixed. So we're gonna have to fix the TV in this.
Extra parts, me putting together my Amazon furniture. Who needs this?
Oh. Oh dear.
Oh man,
What's this creature?
it's about to get sucked into a Genesis.
I'm in the TV. That's like us right now.
Straight up, I'm
We're
in the TV.
We're in the internet.
Ooh,
Oh, these graphics are awesome.
yeah, this is sick.
I'm a big fan of this visual
Okay.
style.
I could easily see you digging into
What
this
the
game more,
what?
Barney.
Yeah.
I'm
Yes.
gonna dig into this game
Pulse Man
more.
style.
Yeah, I mean the animation's
Ouch.
fantastic.
It really is.
And I love a good platformer.
I'm trying to figure out. Can I jump on that?
I want to say I want to say yes. There you go.
This is
Follow
so.
the pointy hand.
Did I die or did I get taken?
I
Oh, I
think
got
this is
taken
just
into
I think
that.
this is just like a warp
Yes.
zone level.
Okay.
So you're gonna go.
That's what the
into
static sound is.
Count Slobula's castle.
Which is very Pulse Man-ish. Because Pulse Man did the same thing.
The fuzz.
Yeah.
Yes.
And now we're in a graveyard. And
Oh, I can jump
and
on that.
Garfield
Okay.
has a little Dracula costume on.
it's got a little
does.
Castlevania-ish, spooky, Splatterhouse-ish
Oh.
looking.
Do you have an attack?
I
Oh,
do
there
have
you
a bat.
go. You have a bat.
No, it's a torch.
Oh yeah, it's a torch. Word.
Cheeseburger.
That's your health.
What the what?
This is
Oh.
what I wasn't expecting about this game when I first discovered it.
What just happened?
I don't know.
Fall down a trapdoor?
I guess.
Yeah. This is like a dungeon.
Whoa.
Tell me this is not Halloween.
It's very Halloween. Can you put out those candles by hitting them, just like Castlevania? No. Oh, can you go up to the right, like how you came in? But
Go. Wait.
up to the right,
Like
yeah,
up
where
there?
there's.
Yes.
Right?
I don't even know what's happening.
You're hanging off Odie's tongue.
I'm digging
That
the
is
Mike
Odie.
Morgan music, Barney, and the circulating skull.
So that's supposed to do something there. Hold this down.
And it pulls that platform up. It's telling you to jump onto that one.
What? Okay, hold on.
What on earth? Is any of this covered in our research manual?
All of
That's a
it.
great point.
I mean, any
Thanks, Yuval.
specifically.
You need some tips?
I don't know what's going on.
I thought you were just gonna wing it.
I mean, I'm trying.
All right, so players take control of Garfield in a side-scrolling platform and have to play through 6 different levels plus 2 bonus levels. Garfield is able to jump and attack various enemies with an equipped melee of weapons that he can use on unlimited number of times. Plus, he is able to collect various other items that he can throw. Garfield also has a total of 10 hit points that are indicated by a number in a TV screen in the upper left corner.
10 hit points is pretty generous. Logan, can you pull that thing and then jump off?
That's
real
exactly what I'm
quick?
trying to do.
What was the level that you chose? Because this has difficulty levels. It has basically 2. It has normal and kitty.
Oh.
I like the idea there, though.
Did you do normal?
I assume this is normal, yeah,
Okay.
because you didn't change anything.
So kitty provides hints throughout the game. That's the only difference. And do you want to know about the items that
Not
you can
right.
collect?
Not right now.
Okay.
Probably it's just
All right. What do we need to know?
we're trying to.
I want to see if this goes in a different direction and then back up.
Does it go back up without you pulling a lever? Like maybe you just stand there?
I think so.
Yeah, there you go.
Does this crush me?
No, I think it's gonna put you back out. There we go.
Thank goodness. Oh my
it's
goodness.
like a little puzzle room.
Ouch. I need that skull though.
I was shocked when I saw this Garfield game for the first time because of all
This
of
is
this.
amazing.
It's really.
Oh my god. Okay.
So now you know what to do. You just
Oh
have to.
jeez.
You just have to pull the. Don't jump on those because you don't need them. You just have to pull.
Well,
the
some of them
buttons.
have food.
Oh,
None of these did though. Like the other one had like a pizza in it.
nice. Yeah, so you just have to pull both the switches and then wait for it to. Oh, okay. You are actually playing on the kitty mode because you have the hands pointing where to go. They wouldn't appear in a normal mode. So
Okay.
You
I mean,
don't-
they're
I
still
don't
not
remember
super
a
helpful.
difficulty selection. I don't remember one.
you probably have to go into options or
Okay.
something.
I need kitty mode.
Yeah, yeah. We definitely need kitty mode.
I'm a kitty for
Speaking
sure.
of kitty, where's mine?
She's out there.
Okay.
What the? Oh my goodness. See?
Oh yeah, that one had pizza in it. Although I'm not sure how I would feel about eating pizza that came from a coffin.
I'm sure it's fine. That was pretty clutch of me that I pulled off there. Never mind.
The timing. That was pretty
the comedic
clutch when I
timing.
pulled up there and then just jumps down a hole.
I did it again though. Straight down the hole.
Well, you've
Is
got
this the same area?
You've got it figured out now. Yeah, don't.
Oh,
Oh, that was close.
skills that pay bills.
Why do you disappear for a second like that?
Because I get hit.
Oh. Yeah,
Thank
they're-
goodness for pizza.
Yeah, they're super generous with the health in this game. He got down to 5 and just ate 1 pizza and he's back up to 10.
Wait, can you eat the hamburger while you're invisible?
Yeah. You probably can.
I think that's what
I think
happened.
the invisible thing is just showing you that you got hit.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're low on health. Got it down to 3. Go, 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 go. You think this is going to be another Logan completes it game?
I think not. You know,
Oh,
there
did
are
you just
quite a
die?
few levels here.
Did I?
I think you must have. You were down to pretty low health. So it looks like the teddy bear is a continue point. Oh, you already have that. It's like a middle of the stage flag. so you can restart from there.
I get it. It's my multiple lives.
Yep.
Like a cat.
Yep. Except you have 10. There should be 9.
Logan, how do you feel on that controller?
I like it.
That is the quintessential Genesis controller.
That controller's the best.
It's considered to be one of the best controllers ever made.
It feels great.
I have
Very
one,
well balanced.
I have one
What the
for
heck,
my,
Odie?
for my Genesis too.
Who let Odie become Meta
Wireless
Knight?
one?
Yeah, no, not wireless, but the same
The original
model.
You have the original one.
No, that controller with a wire.
Yep.
The re-release.
Wait, was the re-release the big one or the small one? I thought this was the original.
I have that exact controller, but it's got a wire. It's a newly released, but
Gotcha,
it's with the same, it's made from the same mold
So retro bit.
as the original. Yes.
Gotcha.
It looks like we have our first boss.
Yeah, it's Vampire Odie.
Odie the vampire.
Oh, that's amazing.
Odie the Vampire Slayer.
Who would have thought?
Except you're Garfield the vampire slayer.
Did that hit him or not?
I don't think we could have picked a better game.
I don't know if he has a... It's a great Halloween game. I don't know if he has a health meter or anything.
I'm just hitting him with what I got.
He doesn't. He also doesn't seem to be showing the effects of being hit.
Do we have a hint?
You only have three life left.
I
James
know.
says you have to hit Odie to drive him into a coffin. And then when he's in the coffin, you have to raise the window shade for sunlight.
How do you raise the window shade?
Yeah, that was it.
Crunch.
Womp.
I like how the TV
Bum, bum,
eats
bum.
you when you lose a life.
I know.
So yeah, how do you raise a window shade?
Probably by standing on the coffin.
You know, there's
Maybe.
there's interesting history about that TV and why it's animated like that.
Mhm.
Do you guys want to know?
Why?
The teeth?
It actually is a direct tie-in to one of the episodes, that one that James was talking about, the lasagna episode.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find it here. So,
How do I get the shades?
let me see if I can find that.
I don't know, but you haven't lost any health yet. That's impressive.
Come on.
If Garfield had his way, lasagna episode would be every episode. That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
Every day is lasagna day. He has that in common with my cat. My cat will eat any human food she can get her hands on.
Which one?
Noodle.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. So, is this a new level?
No, I
No,
lost.
he lost.
Oh, I gotcha.
Got to a continue.
So it's believed that this game is based on Lasagna Zone, where Garfield was zapped into a TV.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
And then Odie startles Garfield while he was
What is happening? I don't understand how to get the lampshade.
okay. So they both fell into the TV and then they broke it.
hmm
And
Which is just like what
Yeah.
happened at the beginning.
so they're both trying to fix the TV, and then John, Garfield's owner, comes home and catches them.
hmm
However, the thrown television parts become an electronic monster known as the Glitch, which we saw.
Yeah.
And that's the one who transports Garfield into TV Land, where he must battle, everyone that we're seeing here. So
Right.
it's actually based on a TV episode.
See, I can't get the lampshade. You see where I'm struggling?
Yeah, it's the window shade
Yeah, I know.
that you need to get, but I have no idea how you do it.
Get up there? Yeah, I don't either. I'm wondering if I have to get propelled by him leaving the coffin.
Oh, maybe. But it seems like
Let me try that. No. Maybe if I jump at the exact same time.
How do you actually get him into the coffin?
By hitting him. So like if I hit him like that, he'll go in.
Weird.
Logan, do the X, Y buttons do anything in this game?
No.
Okay.
It's just A, B, and C.
Okay. Just keep in mind that this was a Genesis game, so on a Genesis controller you have that advantage.
I do.
Can you press?
Oh, this is gonna be a long one.
You just jump.
This is a good
straight
game,
up
though.
to the blinds.
Man.
Do you press up and jump or something to do an extra high jump when you're on the coffin? Because he's been on the coffin jumping several times, and so like he's on the coffin. Oh,
I
there
did it.
you go.
It was up and jump.
You gotta do that 3 times, I presume.
I can do that.
It was up and jump. My gamer instincts kicked in.
Did you see what Danny Marie says?
Yeah, I'm just reading that. Lasagna should be the main boss. Garfield has to eat a giant lasagna that's spitting noodles at him. That would be fantastic.
Awesome.
It makes more sense actually than a TV, but yeah.
But the context of the game,
Yeah.
it's useful that he's in TV world and
Yeah.
is in these different places.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
I don't know that you
Try
can
this again.
select.
This is a tough one.
I don't know that you can select a different level though. I think they go in order.
They do. It's all like linear.
So, James, were the bonus levels the hidden levels that you're talking about that only were available on the Sega channel for the Master System? I'm still not Master System for the for the Game Gear game, or are these bonus levels in this game? That's my question.
Go, Logan! You're getting it.
I'm getting my butt whooped. These bats are screwing with me.
Is that what they are?
Yeah.
They just look like little strips of bacon to me.
Alright, that's 2. I need food. I need sustenance.
Oh yeah, how do you get pizza? Shame you can't eat the little bacon strips he's throwing at you.
So it looks like
nicely
the levels.
John, look at that! Did you see that?
I did it.
That was professional.
Amazing.
There you go.
With 1 life left.
Nicely done. Oh, here's a bonus level.
This is when the XYZ buttons work.
Oh, you have to.
I don't know what's going on there.
It was whack-a-mole, basically, and
It says Tater
scoring
says,
extra points.
Don't hit the bugs. You gotta hit.
Commercial break.
You gotta hit everything
Like
else.
18.
This looks like Pulse Man.
Pookies! I'm collecting
It really
Pookies!
does.
What?
Yo,
So
I'm collecting
this is
Pookie.
another like bonus stage thing to get extra lives. Get the Pookies. This reminds me of the Sonic 2 bonus stage. Not enough Pookies.
Amazing.
man. You
I've
need-
never
I've been-
seen this
I've been-
before.
I keep telling you, Logan, you need more Pookies. I think you gotta go to the right now to get to the next level. Oh, or up here.
This is so. This is like the second level of Pulse Man,
Yeah, it's very. This part specifically is very.
because you're in an electronic device.
In Pulse Man, you're in
With circuitry.
You're in the internet, but in this one, you're in the TV.
Yeah, and look at the parallax background with this.
It's a really nice looking game. I'm really impressed with
Where does it want me to?
the general
go?
look of this game.
That's
The
what-
movement mechanics look very smart too. Like it's not disjointed,
Right.
like some NES games.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
pretty smooth as far as the. Oh, yeah, that hurts you.
Then how do I get down there?
Don't go left. That hurts you. I think you need to go right. That's the old level. The one down there.
What had
is-
it had the
is
finger pointing at it though?
I think that was just a leftover.
Because that's the level I think I just finished.
Is it?
Well, there's no finger pointing at it.
Try going
Look.
into it. Try going into it.
We shall
So
see.
The animation for this game
Bunch
was
of orange beard. This is a new one. Okay.
hand drawn and then rendered by the company Pause. You can definitely.
feels like
you
that.
can definitely tell. Yeah, it's got such a great look to it.
I've got a sword now.
So now you're
throw
a
bombs.
pirate on a tiny little rowboat.
This is way harder. Cheeseburger, I need it.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Arr. Some classic digitized speech there.
Barney, you know what I could see happening? I feel like at some point we play the.
Did I really just die?
Mm-hmm.
Dang. This is a tough one.
At some point we play the Game Gear game.
Yeah.
Here in this stream, and then you and Logan will try to play this game, the full Genesis game on Extra Life.
Yeah.
And try to beat it. What do you think of that?
That could be fun.
Maybe. I've yet to see if it's too difficult.
Because you're not going to beat it here.
No.
No.
For sure.
Well, that'll be, that'll come in with Logan's review at the end if he wants to play it again. Get those burgers, yeah. You got this. Just keep swiping. Keep swinging that sword and eating those burgers. You're gonna make it just fine.
I need sustenance.
Did you just start doing a dance? Can you jump over that? What? How do you get past that? Do you have can you bomb it? It just disappears into it.
This music is so good.
That's bizarre. You just walk through it. Funny how this is like a pirate-themed level, but again, it's very spooky.
Yes.
Still,
it's continuing with that theme.
Still got that spooky theme.
I wasn't expecting that.
This is the first time you've seen this level?
Totally, yeah. I've never seen anything beyond the first level.
Oh boy, some real platforming action now. There we go. Nicely done.
Good thing that they don't kill you when you're hitting you in the head.
Hey. Yeah, it seems like they did a good balance with the health that you have in this game, where that makes it not too difficult, because games like this so typically would have it where you could only get hit once or twice, and that makes it just so hard to make any progress. But in this, you can
like
get
Silver Surfer.
You can get hit quite a few times and still survive. I like that. Okay, the bonus levels are at the end of every level. The mallet has to be collected to get that whack-a-mole game. So there's two. If you get the mallet, you end up playing a bonus game and the mallet whack-a-mole.
James, do we know anything about the soundtrack? Who did this? Music is fantastic. I'm actually seeing the music director is Tristan Desprez, Jeffrey Tveras, Dwight Stone, Tristan Desprez again.
Daniel has to run. He was just saying bye and asking if we could please do Sundays again. I mean, you can always watch our streams on a Sunday following the Saturday. All of our streams are available on the channel to watch at any time. So if you do want to watch a stream but you can't watch on a Saturday, you can watch that same stream the following day.
Yep.
No
we
problem.
posted the next day. So.
It just won't be live, but...
This is an awesome game. I've been relatively quiet because I've been super locked in.
Look at the lighting on this level.
I know.
Pretty.
Barney, do any of those names ring a bell to you? The music?
Can you go say that again?
Tristan Desprez, Jeffrey Tveras, Dwight Stone.
Nope.
These are the music Tristan Desprez is one of the music directors, but he also is one of the music composers.
Okay.
So he had a big
hit that
big
chicken.
hand in this.
He's there you go. I was gonna say he's taking all your help.
Oh.
Yep, they don't ring a bell to me either, so I'm not sure.
Go up the tree to the right.
I'm gonna cry. I'm taking a beating this game. This game is tricky.
It's tough. that monkey keeps throwing stuff at you every time. There you go. You gotta time it. Look at him, just looking at you.
Oh man.
And is that? Are they supposed to be parrots? They look like chickens. Like that thing. What is that?
This definitely reminds me of Donkey Kong Country.
What?
Yeah,
It's supposed to.
it's got some Donkey Kong Country vibes.
Totally. Very Donkey Kong-esque.
Also similar in the sort of level of difficulty.
How many other games do you know of that have like almost completely different games at each level, Barney?
Well, I mean, it depends what you're talking about. If you're talking about like different level designs versus like different sort of gameplay vibes, because there are games that have different styles of gameplay on different levels.
This would be an example of that.
Well, no, because this is everything's it's all platformer.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
But
it's
the
not a
level,
different genre of game, but it's like a completely different
and
aesthetic.
Stupid chicken! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh, Daniel wanted me to let you know that he's still gonna watch.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm still not used to that. Like I don't see a lot of this.
What is that dance? Is that when you press a button?
That?
No, he like does like a little tap dance every now and then. When you just like stop moving and he'll just go and do a little tap dance. It's so funny. I don't know why.
It sounds like a loon.
I don't know why it's
like
happening.
that bird.
Oh yeah.
The cry of a loon.
But it's like a jungle bird. That's why I was like, is it a parrot?
It's a loon.
A jungle loon?
A jungle loon. That's a crow, for sure. What we just heard. That's a loon.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And the other one's a crow.
That thing? This yellow bird? What is that?
That I don't know, but it's making a crow sound for sure.
That was my question. Is what is that creature that keeps attacking you?
It looks like a defeathered chicken.
The Simpsons Bart versus the World is basically a collection of many different games in one card. James says there's something else. I mean WarioWare. Is exactly that.
I could not understand
tiny
that at
little,
all.
Tiny little 5-second games. And
oh my
each
god,
one of them is
that
completely
game
different.
drives me nuts. I was like, this is totally like the game that Barney loves.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Dude, I can't figure this out.
Still, it's not like there are many that are like what James is describing. It's not something I run into a lot.
No. Very much so. But
it just speaks more to the uniqueness of this game, for sure.
Platformers with differently themed levels are fairly common. That's a lot of platformers are like that. I mean, even some of the classic Mario games are like that. You have the different worlds.
Yeah.
I like how Garfield has a different costume for each level here.
Yeah, completely.
That's pretty cool.
And I think that the whole idea, the concept behind this is that it's different movies, different TV shows.
Yeah.
So you have different sets and different costumes, and that's part of the idea here.
Yeah,
you're in TV land, basically.
Mario Party as well is a collection of mini games, but there is a overarching board game that you're essentially playing there.
Yeah.
I don't understand this.
That's true about Mario
What
Party.
am I missing here?
I couldn't tell you. It seems like the only way to go is up. Yeah, and that hand is pointing up too. Yeah, now you can go. There you go. Now can you go further up?
I don't know how to get up there. This is where I got stuck last time. So like...
Oh yeah, can you press up and jump like you did with the blinds to climb up on those higher higher levels or no?
No, I can't. I'm trying.
These tribal drums are a sample, an audio sample.
Yeah, with the bit rate reduced a bunch to fit it on a cartridge.
And it's very, very Donkey Kong Country. Like, I think it's the same sound.
That is very much. It's definitely not the same sound, but it's similar.
All right.
Do you say that we chop it here and get into the second game?
Let's drop in the new one.
Okay, so let's take Logan off for a second, and
Sure thing.
Logan can take care of business here.
Can I just yank the old cartridge straight out? Am I okay to do that?
If you want to get back to the main Retron menu, but then you can do that. Yeah.
How would I go about doing that?
Good question. Oh, you can you press the home button on the other controller, which is in the Retron.
Oh, right.
It's not the home button. It is the you press down and start. It'll bring that menu back up.
On this controller?
Yep. There you go.
Wow.
And go to return to main menu.
Look at that.
And now you could pull the card out.
Awesome.
And we're going to be playing this one now, which is has the same artwork on
I'll
it,
be
but
back.
it's for a different system.
Yes, so
Mind
this
the,
one is the Game Gear game that came first.
Mind the camera there, Logan, as well, because you are going to be right in front of our camera, and James will make some sarcastic comment about how we're watching
You need two hands for this.
Logan's elbow, as he loves to do. Oh, yeah. James says, all you got to do is say, Siri, play Garfield.
It's going. It's going.
Play Garfield on the...
And it's loaded.
It's Logan.
It's Logan.
It's Logan.
Thank you, Logan, for Loganing the game. The game is now Loganed, and
It's the least I can do.
we're about to Logan it.
It's the pizzazz I bring to the...
Okay. You should reset the game. Go back to the main menu and then go to reset. Which is the down and start button.
Yeah, can you... Oh, you took me off already? Okay, good. I was
Now
just
go
making
to...
sure.
There's a reset at the bottom there. Yeah, just hit that, and we are good there.
Boom. Sega. With many less pixels. What was the resolution on the Game Gear? It's pretty
Not
low.
enough.
But
It should be noted
again,
that
graphically very impressive for
this
a
is,
portable system.
basically upscaled, very small resolution,
Yeah.
and so it's going to be more grainy for sure.
Oh yeah.
Same
Now,
comic bit. It
The
just
Retron
works.
actually has
Oh,
filters that you can apply that will kind of wash out some of the graininess, and we're not selecting that now. We're just playing it normal without any filters. But we do have scan lines, I believe.
I think they don't seem to be on for this
That's fine.
for whatever reason.
Now, is this the same comic?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think it's slightly different though.
It
It is
feels a little
definitely
bit different.
It is definitely different because he didn't fall asleep in the last one, and you couldn't see. There's more panels in this comic.
There are.
A lot more panels.
A little bit more in-depth. What the heck?
Oh. Okay. Password GG. G. I like their passwording system.
For the visual
Brilliant.
learners.
I don't
you
know what
shouldn't
I'm
have a
supposed to
password
do.
here, dude.
Yeah. Just
Seriously,
put it back.
just
yeah,
go to
there you
exit.
exit.
I can't.
Just hit the start button.
It won't let me. That's what it shows when I do it.
I did not get this screen before, so
I think
I'm
it's
not
just
sure.
because you walked left. You can't. There you go.
Okay, I won't do that again. I'm
There
going
you
that
go.
one.
What kind of
Okay.
gamer walks left?
Me.
So we have the static with
Oh,
the TV.
Left is law.
But it's a different level here. We have Cave Cat.
Jeez, this is like a seizure warning really
Okay.
3
quick.
million BC. Oh, yes, certainly a lot more lo-fi.
And also different controls.
But it is the same game.
When you micro-size this screen, it looks wonderful. Obviously.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean they're still
just
doing a pretty good job with the power of the Game Gear. It's not a bad looking game by any means. on that system.
Just the mere fact that we can play a Game Gear game from like an actual cartridge
Yep.
and have it
Cool.
you know,
Hey.
on stream.
Will that take you up all the way? Ah, there's my answer. Whee! It looks like they didn't have the bandwidth to give Garfield different outfits. In this one, you're just Garfield, but
He's naked, basically.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
yes. Cover your eyes, children.
Yeah, this is not made
This
for
stream
children.
was not intended for children.
Yeah, this should be rated M. Is that new GTA 6?
Garfield, the a-hole.
It's one of them
Six.
Grand Theft Auto games.
Garfield Theft Auto.
Get out of here, bird. I'm out of things. I can't attack it. So I just... But if I take the hit, then you won't make the platform. Oh, I
Yeah,
will.
you made it. Jump again. Oh, nicely done. Wow, this bird really, really wants you.
Or we try this. I have a theory.
That animation's adorable.
Wait for it.
Yeah, the balancing.
Now, if you leave the game alone, he'll just stand there, get bored, and start tapping his foot.
Nice.
Yeah.
Love an idle animation.
Yeah.
No, that's as high as it goes. Okay.
Can you go any further right? Like when you're up there? Or do you have to go up?
I think I'm supposed to be going up.
There's a burger.
It's my catchphrase.
Oh. Wow,
so
that's a strong butterfly right there.
Seriously.
No, I think it only takes you in one direction. Like, you can't maneuver it in any way, right?
Yeah, it's just rescuing you and putting
Yeah.
you back on the stage.
Yeah.
Again, a nice touch because a lot of other games would you just lose a life there.
Yeah. Should be noted that this is the first time that we're actually playing a handheld game.
Oh
on
my
our stream.
goodness.
Oh, it is.
Yes.
So I have to cross that with those platforms without falling. That's what this is.
Mm-hmm.
It would be scary.
You could do it. You could complete the first level.
All right, chat, strap in. There's about to be a bumpy ride. Oh, no. Come on.
Ouch.
I should have made that.
Oh, you can run by pushing the direction twice. There you go. So you can do a running jump.
Oh my god,
I
it's
guess.
just the
And
same
that's
thing in
interesting. That is the
8
same
bits.
animation from the other game.
A lot of the animations are the same, just with the pixel count reduced quite significantly. I like the running. The running's cute.
There you go.
Nicely done.
Finally.
Gotta give me a cheeseburger. Section here.
You're playing this and think about playing it handheld with a device about the size of a Switch.
Oh, I'm thinking about it. Thinking about a couple things.
You know,
you've
seriously, get
And
into
your battery,
it. You know,
and your,
it's like
your batteries would be dead by now.
right.
Yes, he's got it. He's going. He's going.
Stupid pterodactyl.
He's unstoppable. Oh, it's
John!
Caveman John.
Get out of here, John.
What are those things you're throwing at him? Coconuts?
Like Deku seeds.
Deku seeds, of course, from the great Deku tree.
Yeah. You didn't hear?
This,
He's in this
version is developed by Nova Trade instead of the Genesis version, which was a first-party Sega title. So Nova Trade gave their own interpretation of these levels.
See that killer grab on the
I would like to see the graveyard level.
Is he gonna
up
put
there?
you
I
on here?
hope so. No, what? I got robbed. I'm gonna give it a running start and see if that does it better. I got lives to spare.
No.
So close though.
It's literally just drop beat now, and then
Yeah, it teases
instead
you the whole
it
time.
flies you all the way
Right
back
up
over
to the
there.
edge, and it's like, oh, you thought. That's what you thought.
That evil little butterfly. And what
Yeah,
is this?
for
A
real.
fish with legs?
Kiki, that's exactly what it is.
It's like a stage of evolution. I was gonna say it looks like.
It's a
Oh no,
catfish.
that's back the way you came.
Oh, dude.
Oh, you ride the green fish
Do I?
across the chasm.
Really?
That's what James is saying.
That's dumb. I'm sorry.
I mean, that's perfect gamer logic.
There you go.
what? It just walks right
You
across.
still have to hop off.
That was so easy.
I feel like this was a game, like if this game was like on my Commodore 64 when I was 12, I'd be playing it all the time.
I mean, yeah, it's.
Cheeseburger
If I had
when
this
needed
game on
it
the Game
most.
Gear, I would be, be pretty happy with it. It
Yeah.
certainly seems like a high quality Game Gear game.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have a very good impression of Game Gear games in general, but
Yeah.
I don't know what it wants me to do here. This is the end of the map. Do I climb this?
that is a good question. Can you ride that water spout up to a higher point like
probably
you did
right.
before? Oh yeah. Man, my gamer instincts are on point today. It's easy for me to say because I'm not the one playing the game.
All right, if I die, that's it.
But yeah, we're solidly.
I want to I really want to try to beat this level
Yeah,
at least.
I'm definitely letting you have the opportunity to do that, but we are reaching the hour mark, so be a good time to round it up and give it our scores. And now, are we going to do separate scores for the
Yes,
two games?
I think so.
You kind of have to, right?
Yes.
All right, I think I'm gonna call it.
Yeah. I love that running animation so
All right, guys.
much.
That was great.
That
That was great.
beautiful. Wow,
I have
great.
thoughts. Wow, great.
All right. What are those thoughts? Let's start with the Genesis game, I suppose.
Yeah.
Here we go.
All right, so my thoughts. Let's break this down a little bit. So,
Break it down.
break it down. My thoughts. I really liked the Genesis game. I thought it looked extremely. I'm gonna chill for a little bit here. I thought it looked really good. It was visually very appealing. It was very. It played really well. I felt like every kind of control capable thing. Like I had throw, and I also had like close-up attack, which was nice. And also, like the boss fight was super unique. Like having to pull the shades to like.
Yeah.
Usually
that's
it's
cool.
just you stomp on a boss, you know, or you shoot it with something. That's it. But this one was like very. There's multiple steps to do the damage.
There's a meta
To the point
it.
where it would, yeah, there was. To the point where it was like I couldn't even like figure it out on my own, like because I'm so used to one-step solutions. So that was a nice change. But overall, I'd probably give the Genesis like a good like. I'd give it a good like 7.5, and then the Game Gear.
Not such a fan.
It's. I imagine.
Are you familiar with Game Gear games?
Yes, somewhat. I mean, I've played a few. I've played a Game Gear before.
Yeah.
I wish we've had a chance to play the same level on both.
Right.
So that's also like what we're up against.
It's
Well, they were-
two
they were
different
the same
games
level.
at the end of
Yeah,
the
they were
day. It is two
redesigned, so-
different games. Plus, also with the Game Gear, I did not have a close-up attack. I only had the throw, and I felt really like just like handicapped from that.
Exposed.
Yeah, vulnerable. It wasn't great. So
But was it that way on the Genesis version too? Like if we had this level on the Genesis version, would it be equally as difficult?
I don't think so because I would have a close-up attack. It was some of those like ads that would like come in and like they're kind of sporadic and like the way that they move that I had to like time my aim, and there was a slight delay with that too because it's just an older game. So getting it to line up was sometimes tricky, especially in the direction I'm facing when they move to the opposite direction. I gotta time it to moving, and then also putting in an input. It was a lot but I imagine on a handheld, it probably played a lot better, but I didn't play it on a handheld. I played it with a Genesis controller, and I played it on a TV, which overall looked good. I mean, you guys saw...
that the Game Gear is the same button orientation as the Genesis controller.
Yeah, there's only two.
Then you'd think that the attacks would be the same.
There's only 2 buttons.
But it was not.
What's your score for the Game Gear version?
On the Game Gear version, I would probably give it like a good, like maybe like a 4.5. It's really close to like a 5. I'd probably give it like a 5.
Okay. 7.5 and a 5 for the different versions there.
Yeah,
Yuval,
I thought the Genesis one was awesome.
What's your scores here?
I'm gonna give the Genesis an 8. And the Game Gear version, I'm going to give that a 5.
I'm actually going to bump my Genesis version up to an 8. I'm trying to think of other games that have related to that, and I think I gave Gun Neck an 8. I want to give this one an 8 too.
It feels in that same sort
of... I had a similar enjoyment.
Level, yeah.
I think, there's the level design was so interesting, and the concept, the whole concept of being in a TV and in TV land and having to...
It's very creative.
It's cool,
to different, following different, like, facets of TV land, right? And then being in those environments and playing a new way each time.
Yep.
And the animation was fantastic. The music was... I wish I could learn more about who made the music because it was fantastic. The sound effects were fantastic.
I did love the music.
It was great.
That's why it got a relatively high score.
Aesthetically, it's way up there for me. I'm excited to find out more about the gameplay. I'm definitely going to give it a try.
I'll be playing it.
I think I'm going to put it in the same, give it the exact same score as you guys did, an 8. I'm going to go a bit less on the Game Gear one. I'm not a fan of Game Gear games, so I am biased towards that. I'm just not a huge fan of that system. So
which is fair.
I'm going to lower that one to 4 and give it an 8 for the Genesis. Yeah, 8's all round on the Genesis game.
Solid. Really solid game.
It was fun to see the Game Gear version as well, especially as the first handheld game that we've played on stream. That was cool, but ultimately a little tighter and more enjoyable on the Genesis for sure.
And regarding the Genesis game, I think it was worthy of Mystery Game and being showcased.
Yes. Oh, very much so. Yeah.
Happy Halloween.
I think a lot of people that watch this might be like, wow, that's a cool game that I never knew about.
Yeah.
And this is one of those sleepers.
Dude, this is like one that I'm going to be adding to my collection whenever I get a chance. Like, this is really fun.
Super Jeff says he had this game around Christmas of #97.
Nice.
No kidding. Wow.
Did you enjoy it, Jeff? Did you complete it? Tell us more. We'd love to hear about it.
How do you rate this game?
Tater Tot is giving it a 7, almost up there with Sonic. Game Gear 4 just feels like it wasn't as user friendly. Bruce is giving the Genesis version a 4 and the Game Gear version a 5.
What?
Not sure the reasoning behind that, but
that is interesting.
I know Bruce is a Game Gear fan.
I know that, and James gave it a 5.
He's probably drunk.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
James gave it a 5, but he didn't rate the Game Gear game, so I'm not sure. If you're still here, James, maybe give us a rating on both of them.
He did say, I don't think I would waste the batteries on playing the Game Gear version, so maybe that's a review.
I guess that's what.
And really, only a 5 on the Genesis. I'm surprised Bruce and James gave it such low scores.
Yeah.
But yeah, there it is. Jeff says it was fun, and he's also a fan of Garfield, so I'm sure it was a great game to play. I would have loved. James gives the Game Gear version a 1, and I would have loved to have played this when I was little too, because I was a big Garfield fan. So
Absolutely.
that would have transferred over
Totally.
very nicely.
Yeah, I
Alrighty.
liked it overall. Good times all around. But I do
Yeah.
want to say Happy Halloween to
Are you
everybody.
guys
Happy Halloween.
Are you guys gonna give this an extra life on your segment?
Maybe
Next
maybe
week?
Maybe
We could.
I have a couple ideas of what I want to do this coming Wednesday, but
Okay.
we'll play it by ear. We'll play it by
Yeah.
ear.
And if I would say the way things are always going to go, if the chat is requesting anything, then we'll do it, right, Logan? I think
yeah.
so. If everyone
Yeah.
is in the chat, like, play some more Garfield, we
Yeah,
will
if you
do
guys,
that.
whatever
So,
if you guys can always do requests if there's specific games.
Yeah.
But do keep in
absolutely.
mind we going forward we're gonna try and keep it multiplayer friendly,
Mm-hmm.
so that me and Barney can play and not have to do the controller pass that you've seen in the past.
Mm-hmm.
We both want to be very much involved with you guys, but also involved in the game to share the experience. And yeah, good episodes coming soon.
Yeah, so we will be here on Wednesday, Logan and myself, and we will be back. We are actually all going to Torg Expo.
Yeah, we are.
Next weekend, so keep an eye out for
Some footage.
some footage and some
Footage.
shorts
Yeah.
and some.
If
some
anyone
good
here is
times
going
there.
to Torg, let us know. You know,
Please.
like, and
Absolutely.
connect there, and we'll
Yep.
be happy to see you.
We've got some t-shirts and some
Hopefully.
business cards. So we'll
Hopefully, they'll
be
make it on time.
spreading the good news of It's Just a Game. In
For
the
sure.
meantime, if you are not already subscribed, please hit that subscribe
Smash
button.
it, destroy it.
And also give us a thumbs up and like the stream if you enjoyed it. And check out the rest of our content. We have tons of videos, tons of shorts about all kinds of different retro game collecting topics.
And in 2 weeks, we have really special stream coming. Really special stream on Mystery
Yes, we
Game.
do. Our next
And,
mystery
that's
game
all
is
I'm
going
gonna
to be
say.
quite the game.
It's gonna
It's a
be
mystery.
It's gonna be a mystery for sure.
But this time it's a very exciting mystery.
It is.
But what is it not?
We're not going to say anything more about that.
What is it not? It's not just a game.
Take us home, Yuval.
Do it.
As always, thank you so much for watching, and I wanted to remind everybody to be kind to each other. The most important thing, remember the golden rule, and play nice. Because to us and to you, this is not just a game.
We'll see you next time, folks.
Good night, everybody.
Good
Have a
night,
good one.
everybody. Take care.
Thanks again.